you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Now, add some berry tea, mix with some green tea. Very nice. And that connects to another topic in terms of cognitive nutrition. Berries are very good for the brain. But and green tea is so. But I digress. Three ways, three ways that cognitive wellness is important for education. Education about yourself, education about you for your kids, education for your family, education in terms of increasing your knowledge, increasing your capacity, whether you're a student, whether you're just at school, whether you're at the workplace. Education is key all around, right? And everyone studies certain things. Everyone needs key tools, proven tools for concentration and performance with in those environments, right? And even just in society, to be even a functional member within yourself, a functional within everywhere you go, your mind has to be right, your brain has to be intact. So I want to talk a bit about a proven cognitive training system that is important for cognitive wellness, and how incorporating this can actually help with you with educating yourself about yourself, education in your schools, education in your classrooms, education in your workplace, education that you're in your homes. Very important. So we're going to get into the three ways of that. So if anyone who doesn't know what this is a representation of a cognitive training system. Have the software where you can train your brain 6 minutes a day, and it's called CTS 90. So Cognitive Training System 90 is powered by a software called NeuroTracker, and it allows you to tap into your cognitive functions, your thoughts, your learning, language, attention, your memory, and it can help, particularly even students, improve their attention, their focus, receptiveness to learning, and it can benefit you, your kids, your family. I'm gonna say it again because it's very important. So, like, no matter what your age is, CTS 90 is designed to make the most out of your cognitive patterns and help you excel, reach new levels of wellness, and handle challenging tasks to the best of your ability. Because when it comes to learning education, it's initially challenging, but you can overcome that. And you can overcome that more efficiently in a stronger, sharper manner when you have a proven system to train your brain. Okay. So we're gonna get into the first like reason why using a cognitive training system, or just and cognitive wellness education in general, cognitive wellness training in general, is good for education. And that's the first reason is, as I mentioned before, improving focus and attention, right? So CTS 90, as well as cognitive nutrition, it boosts the attention and it challenges those learning difficulties that we may have during when it comes to like topics or certain disciplines, like getting into a habit. So and why is this? Because cognitive training system allows you to reconfigure, train your brain and increase neuroplasticity, so you can reconfigure the way you learn. So that's one of the cognitive abilities you can enhance in learning. So reconfigure the way you learn. So what does that mean? That means it allows more support to your brain, more improvement to your brain when it comes to academic outcomes, and it helps create a good mental disposition and mental environment for learning. So again, you'll be more receptive you to take in the information that you're being presented. So just like at the side of me. Yeah, so you'll be more receptive and create a good disposition, a good mental environment within the external environment of your learning space, no matter how it may be. All right, because once you can control the inner world, you can then be good when it comes to the outer world. Meditate on that one. So number two, I mean, it's fairly obvious. Improves academic performance. So when you train your brain, you have the potential to improve your academic performance. And there's actually a study of a school, I think it was in Canada. They actually used the cognitive training system, and it showed that there was an improvement in like attention and disability, learning abilities for children when they did the study. I need to find that study. I forgot what the study is. I know it was in Canada, but that's amazing, right? So, and it demonstrated that 90 minutes of CTS 90 training helps increase cognitive abilities, providing robust gains in sustained attention and extended mental focus for kids and the teenagers. And that's happened all around. Like, I mean, there's so many, there's published studies and there's real life studies. So we have a Facebook group as well, where people are sharing their results and their testimonials. And of course, I share some of that cognitive education, some of that those testimonials on different groups that we have as well. So if that's something you want to know more about as well, just like comment Brain in the comments below, click the link in the bio, wherever you are, fill out the cognition survey to express your interest, you know, or just DM me at the Van Connector 11. So moving on to the third thing, and I've mentioned this as well. Number 3, in terms of the ways that cognitive wellness improves education, is improving memory. So again, when it comes to schooling and stuff like that, you know, memory is required, right? Even though we want people to learn to have transferable skills, not just learn to memorize, but memory helps, and memory in itself helps, and it's transferable to everything. Where if it's remembering to tie your shoelace, whether it's remembering to eat right, remembering anything, like whether it doesn't matter where you are. Because remember, it's not just education academically, it's education about yourself, it's education in your life, like becoming a better version of you within your life. That's real education, self-education, right? So when it comes to improving memory, working memory in particular sees a substantial increase by using the cognitive training system 90 just a few minutes a day. As I said, 6 minutes a day. It only takes only one session is 6 minutes a day, right? And so the working memory is vital when receiving information, retaining it, and then using it later when solving problems or dealing with complex situations. So how many of you have family or kids, or how, if you're just yourself, do you have issues receiving information, retaining it, and then using it at a later date when you're solving a problem or dealing with a complex situation? How many you guys deal with a complex situation, but if you had remembered this one thing, then that could have been resolved. If you had remembered what you had learned, then you could have solved the problem more easily. What if the solution-based thinking was enhanced? And that has a lot to deal with the working memory, right? And even education, like so much stuff I learned in schools and in the workplace. And so we want to really hone in on what is useful to our brain and to our mind so that we can use it when needed. Okay, so I'm going to highlight those 3 again. Number 1, improve focus and attention. Number 2, improves academic performance. Number 3, improves memory. All right? So some people have asked before as well, I mean, is this okay for my kids? Like, can I how what's the age range? There's no age restrictions on using this cognitive training. You can be sure that the kids will make the most out of a proven cognitive training system. I mean, they're always playing games on their phone anyway, so they might as well do something constructive that is fun as well, and that's actually going to benefit their brain in multiple ways, right? And take into account that the proficiency at training increases with age, and it's helpful to consult like a specialist to determine the correct training plan for like younger kids as well, because you don't want to be doing 2 sessions a day. You want to do one, and then make sure they have all the nutrition available and stuff like that, and you're pacing yourself, right? Also, for anyone else as well, CTS 90 allows you to challenge your limits, like, and reach your true potential in terms of your brain, right? And there's so many applications to it, that towards wellness applications. It could transfer to sports, business, education, sports, exercise. The ability of CTS 90, it can transfer to so many different forms of education, and that's the powerful part about it. It's not just one thing for one thing. It's one thing to benefit multiple things. So every aspect of your life, this can benefit you. If you have a brain, you can benefit. And so one of the missions is to build a better minds for the future. And so if you're someone that wants to build a better mind for the future, if you're someone who wants to tap into these 3 ways in which cognitive wellness can benefit your education of yourself and for your kids, your family, then you know what to do. Click the link in the bio, fill out the cognition survey, let's connect, DM Brain or comment Brain at the Vandy Connector 11. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next video. Stay empowered, and just remember, the connection continues. Take care.